what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hey! Hello and welcome in to the Thursday edition of your show. As you can tell, we've set up a little bit differently today because we got my dog, my main man, the love of my life, the host of Recovery with Cal, as well as the co-host of the Water Sliding Bros, a seasonal show, also beer review show, and so much more.
Not released yet.
Previously, and
I'm still working at it.
As we continue to grow here, and the need for storage grows on that computer, I was looking at the Water Sliding Bros folder. Yeah. We got some good stuff in there still.
Yeah,
like really good stuff.
I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself with the beer review because I keep on like tasting more and more beers and being like, huh.
You're opening up too many doors.
Yeah, I should share this one.
His name is Seahawk. My name is Gary. This is the Thursday edition. Still, as far as we know, Seahawk, how cool is this? The only show in Saskatoon, or originating from Saskatoon, going 4 to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday, scheduled viewing. And what happens when you do stuff differently, Seahawk? You stand out.
That's
People
right.
take notice. People start to say, hey, I've heard about that. People say, oh, yeah, I've seen what they're doing over there. It's really, really cool. And as that grows, and as this place grows, the magic continues to grow. I want to get those big, strong arms of yours in there.
I've been working out.
That tape in the back. There it is.
Been wheeling.
I can tell. It shows. Love your shirt today. I want you to know that. I think you're wearing one of the best shirts I've ever seen. You want to tell us about your shirt before we get ready for some Maggie countdown?
Captain Dildo.
From
Dildo, Newfoundland.
That's it. Don't be gross if you're at home being like, what? Did he say dildo? No, that's a placement.
It's a thing. It's a thing you put on boats. You actually need 4 dildos for like a rowboat.
Of course you do. 2
dildos on each side. And then you put your oars between the dildos, and that's what like keeps your oars intact. It's for real, man.
Sorry, got an alarm going off right now. This one says, tell Gat's story from Burwackfessy.
What?
Yeah, can you see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyways, that's me typing, not well at all. So before we get into the Maggie Cam, I do want to share this story because it's very interesting. Yesterday, I went for breakfast with my amazing cousin Sheldon and my dad, the bottom line.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and we went for a lovely, lovely breakfast over at Stacked in Stonebridge. Shout out to everyone over at Stacked. It's freaking awesome. I didn't know it was local, Canadian. Stacked, the restaurant, started in Ontario because my cousin Sheldon lived there for a long time, moving back, super pumped, going to have him in the studio doing a lot of cool stuff. He was the guy that got me into Shining Force and got me into RPGs. Very nerdy. We're nerds. He was wearing his Atari shirt. It was hilarious. So anyways, we get in there and we sit down and we start having our breakfast. And as I was taught by my grandfather and my father, you wear a hat at the table, guess what? Oh, you're getting one of those. Like, manners, dude, manners.
Should I?
No, this is the dinner table, not dinner. I'm just doing this for a fact.
Not the video casting table?
No.
Not any table.
We don't need it on the video
just
casting
dinner,
table.
okay, I gotcha. Carry on.
And so I put my hat on my knee like that.
Yeah.
And we had breakfast, and it was lovely. And then this older woman that was sitting across from us stands up to leave, comes over, taps me on the shoulder. I go, oh, hello. And she says, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted you to know how nice it is to see that some people still take their caps off at the table. It really made my day, and I just wanted you to know that. And I looked at her, I'm like,
nice.
Well, it's not me. I says, this guy, he's the one that made me do it. And Dad's like, she goes, you must be so proud. And he's like, yes, I am. I was like, whoa. I had like a moment in the pancake shop for breakfast.
Cool.
The importance of taking your cap off at the table. You guys,
I
I'm
like
telling
that.
you.
I like that.
You'll make your parents happy. You'll make your family happy. Everyone around you happy. It's those little tiny things. I just want to make sure I reminded people that people notice this stuff. So when you sit down, take the cap off.
You know what?
This older lady just loved it. She was so impressed.
This is like the modern rule for it now, at least in my house. It's no phones at the table.
Yes, that's another great one.
You know what I mean?
Another
So it's
great
like,
one.
I like take your hat off too. I feel weird when I have my hat on at a table.
Yeah, well, that's because we
Right?
were taught that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's ingrained in us, and that's what I was trying to say.
No phones at the table. I think that's appropriate, man. You know,
It's more than appropriate,
I feel
it's
like
important, dude.
I think I've been in like restaurants where it's like I've gone out for a restaurant with the fam, and then I look over, and then like there's maybe other people, you know, at their tables, and they're all like they're on their mobile devices, and I'm just
Yep.
like, I don't know, man. That's kind of like
I
rude.
don't want to be that
I
person.
feel like I'm like that lady that saw you with the cap off and be like, I saw someone with the cap on, you know, like, no manners.
How sweet would that be?
That's
if
how
you,
I feel when I see it, you know.
you wheel by someone, just
Yeah.
flip his cap off and be like, hey, get rid of that cat. You're at a table. And they're like, hey, they're ready to go. You're like, what? You going to fight the guy in the chair, bro? Come at me? They don't know how jacked you are now. You
I
can throw a
don't
couple.
really feel aggressive in a chair, you know.
That's true, but you're not really an aggressive guy to begin with. You and I are pretty similar in that fashion.
I
When most of our boys are getting in fights, we're the ones trying to like make sure.
yeah,
we keep
that's
the
right.
peace.
I've
Yeah,
never,
we're the
I've
peacekeepers.
never been a fighter, anyways.
Yeah, well, we had a lot of good fighters. That's why we didn't have to be.
Hey, dude. Yeah, people did it for us.
That's right.
Man, I started watching an interesting show last night.
Okay, I need you to do not forget this point because we have to get into the Maggie camera, else I will forget.
Oh,
it.
jeez.
So don't forget
I'm
that
throwing
show.
you off, man.
No, you're not. This is great. I
Alrighty.
love different. We just talked about
Okay.
it. When you're different, people notice. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for the greatest cam in the history of the internet, including all those gross cams that you're thinking about right now. This one beats them all. It is called the Maggie Cam. Look at that. LB on the ones and twos today, the face that built the place, co-host of the viewing room, full-on host of the 13th Melon, our Rider Watch Party show tomorrow. No, Saturday, 4:30. Pre-game gets going as they take on the Lions. This is the Maggie Cam, and it's so beautiful. Just like our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. I'm telling you. Margaret's boyfriend, Leroy, okay? He's got a bed set up right beside the door when you walk into Pet Planet on 8th Street. And he lets you know what's up. He's like, come with me. He walks you to the till. And then you say hello to either Rochelle or Mike, and they will continue to guide you through the most unforgettable experience in the history of pet stores, okay? And I'm talking all the options, whether you're looking for those treats. They got treats on special every Tuesday. LB, come on, man. I'm just getting into it, bro. You do that? Of course you were, yes. Here he goes. The one good thing about LB is he's very nimble with all this stuff. There she is. Every Tuesday, they got treats on sale for you. Giant buckets full of them all throughout the store. They have toys, toy walls. Your animals can just go up, pick some toys, and off you go, okay? It's so fun to let the animal choose the toy that they want. Highly recommend it. It's a strong leg right there. Look how strong that leg is. As well, raw food. If you're looking to change your animal's diet, they got fridges at the back full of that raw food for you to change the diet, okay? And they can support you through that. They got the cleaning station second to none right beside those fridges. This dog needs to go in for a cleaning. Brooksy and I have been trying to set up an Adventures with Maggie video for about the last month now. I keep teasing it, and then stuff keeps coming up. Really exciting, cool stuff, but stuff that gets in the way, so I can't really say much about it, but it's really, really, really neat and awesome. But we will get her in there eventually because like this shedding has got to stop. She's getting brushed with the Furminator twice a day, and it just does nothing. Like the goggles, you know, from The Simpsons. The goggles, they do nothing. Anyways, they also have outfits for you to enjoy. Like your favorite team's jerseys, they got them there. You can dress up your animal in your favorite team to support during that big game. What else do they have? They got the buckle up leashes and collars, okay? They got normal leashes and collars. All the different sizes. They got all the tools you need, all the utensils. They will also order stuff for you. They got licenses, they got medications. Literally the best pet store in the universe. I don't say that lightly. They were the first business to believe in what we're doing here. Just like they were the first business to believe in what we did at the other place back in the day. Incredible, amazing human beings doing great, great things. That's why we support them, and that's why we want you to know how good they are. So if you so choose, you can support them as well, because they are second to none. As well, they're open after hours and weekends, thanks to Kirsten and Chris. All that, so much more, always waiting for you, including Leroy. You get to go play with Leroy. It's so fun. Go by and say hello, all right? To our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pets natural grocer. Pretty sure Marge is just done with the bed, hey? She's like, you know what? The AC's going. I ain't hitting the bed, man. I'm getting in. All right.
Dogs are always trying to find like the coolest spot in the summertime.
Especially when you're a big old husky Malamute, Shepherd, Border Collie.
If I was to,
something else too.
If I was to lay down somewhere, I would want to sleep on the green.
Yeah.
You know
I'm pretty sure
I mean?
she might, well, I shouldn't say that. She obviously doesn't think it's real grass, but I think it tricks her for a little bit. So that's why she does a lot of digging in here.
Yeah.
She's like, why can't I get through this grass? I can imagine that being a little frustrating. You were watching a show last night, bro.
Yeah, I started watching We Were Broncos. So it follows Ryan, I can't pronounce his last name, but Ryan Straz.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, he's like from the Humboldt Broncos, right?
Yes.
And they just released they just released his the TV series, and I'm watching it for free on AMI, which is like it's like I think it's like an accessible programming production thing.
Nice. Okay.
Anyways, like, it doesn't, whatever. Catch it wherever you can find it.
Well, it's good to promote
but
it,
it's
'cause
awesome.
This stuff's important.
Yeah. So it follows him. He's like still an athlete, but you talked about like, oh yeah, you've been working out. Just like popped into my mind. Like in the last episode, it goes through him like training. He's like into wheelchair basketball right now.
Yeah.
And he's like training in Calgary at like the Paralympic workout place. And dude, this guy's like doing like pull-ups, like bench pressing on the ground, like all this like crazy stuff. I'm like, oh man, I gotta like, it's inspiring. It's like I gotta start like working out a little bit more.
You also have to remember,
he's like super jacked. Like,
but
this
he
dude
was
is, like,
an athlete before the
huge.
accident too, right? So
Yeah,
don't sell yourself too
but
short.
He
I
was
know
like
what you're
18.
saying.
I guess he's 25.
Yeah.
A
little bit different.
I'm in my 40s.
I
past my muscle prime,
dude,
maybe.
We got to start calling some of these performance enhancers and get you on the steroids. I want you to just juice, playing murder ball by next year.
I don't know about that.
I'm just saying. I'm joking. I'm joking
Gotcha.
before anyone gets mad. But I want to see you get into all those sports. I think.
Yeah, well,
it's amazing stuff.
But yeah, check it out. If anyone else is looking for a good TV series to watch,
We are Broncos.
We were
Broncos.
Yes. And I think a couple of his his teammates have been on it and are going to be on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. They'll be covering probably the whole thing.
Yeah, and like these people do amazing things. I'm binge watching it so I can get up to the episode 5. My mentor, Jacob Westerman's going to be on it.
Amazing.
He chats with him, so I'm looking forward to checking out that episode. But anyways, We Were Broncos. Look it up. It's good.
I love Seahawk. Always bringing it.
Yeah.
Always bringing it.
Oh man, what else? Like I don't know. What do you want to ask me about? I got tons of stuff going on.
Well, dude,
dog.
save it for Recovery with Cal.
What?
That show is gonna be on. Like, I guess we can say we just finished shooting for season 1.
We just finished shooting season 1. Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
7 episodes.
Yeah.
7 episodes of Cal's journey.
Yeah.
From right after until pretty much right now.
Yeah, like, and I'll have to start writing down ideas of
season 2
things to put on. Like like what I want to do. And
season 2 is gonna be so much more fun.
Yeah, and things that I've been doing in the last little while, and part of like what I've been discovering with my recovery, because it's not done. Like it's
never done, right?
It's
like
never.
that's
I don't
the
think.
that's
I don't
never
think
actually
it'll.
done.
I don't know if it. Maybe I'll find someone that they'll be like, yeah, no, I think my recovery is finished. Maybe.
Looks like I made it.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't met anyone yet.
I knew LB was doing something. He was up to something here. Look at this.
Sneaky. Oh,
Look at that.
She's sleeping.
That's That was a quick sleep too.
Oh, hey, speaking of
So beautiful.
golf greens,
Ooh.
right now there is the Josh Duchuk golf memorial fundraiser happening.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go to the dinner at Sports on Chat.
Sports on Tap.
'Cause they in the hospital they
Donated.
presented me
Yeah.
like they gave my family and I part of like their family emergency fund.
Yeah.
So they helped us financially during that time in the hospital. So they asked if I would like to come and check out the event. So
Guest of
I'll
honor.
be checking it out this evening.
Very excited
But
for you.
anyone that's golfing in that tournament, hopefully they're enjoying their greens.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure any golf tournament, lots of things are being enjoyed. If I have any recollection of the ones I've been a part of, you remember the Doobie golf tournaments we used to have?
Yes. Hey man, the Glad Foundation actually also
Yeah.
came to me in the hospital and
Yep.
and presented me with some fundraising as well. So hey, and you know, like we
Thanks to Doobie.
love Greg and his family and all the friends that support
All the
him and his
boys.
fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I was actually upset because his, what do you call it? I guess like it's the birthday, May 2nd, and then I always call it the death day, just because there's
I think
a
it's
little
like
bit dark.
should be like Memorial
Memorial Day.
Memorial
the
Day.
way.
I like that.
There's a band called Death Clock from Metalocalypse, and they have a song called Happy Death Day, like Happy Birthday, Happy Death. Anyway, it's a little
Mhm.
something to lighten the mood, like we always have to. But June 11th was on a Sunday, so I didn't get to do a thing on the show
Yeah.
like I did last year. So I was a little sad about that. But still, to Doobie's family and to the Glad Foundation, man, Dr. Funkhauser and the rest of the gang doing great things. And
Yeah.
continuing doing great things long
Yeah.
after. Was it like 12 years now? I think,
Man,
since
you know,
we-
it's
13 years.
It's amazing, and this is something that like really struck home with me when I was in the hospital. Was like, it's amazing how people that you love and loved ones are just like have such an impact in your life.
Yeah.
And I think that Greg, and you know, likely the same can be said to Josh Duchuk.
Yeah.
You know, they had such an imprint on friends and family, and that
sure.
even though they're not with us anymore,
They're still with us.
yeah, they're still with us, right?
For
And
sure.
and we still carry that, you know, that spirit with us, right? Like, you know, Greg had a wonderful spirit, and
Yeah.
I bet all of Josh's friends and family would say the same thing about him.
Now,
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
Here's a question for you. Is it sort of weird being like a guest of honor to something like this after these people have helped you so much get to where you're being right now?
I think it,
Like not good or bad, just sort
yeah,
of like,
like
'cause it's a different feeling, right?
you know, they asked me to speak at it, and I don't know what, you know, like what they want me to say, but
Yeah.
I can talk. That's not a problem with me. But
You're very good
you know,
at it.
like one thing that's worrisome for me is like, you know, will I get overwhelmed with emotion?
Oh, you will for
You
sure.
know what I mean? Like
will.
so I think for me that's the weird part is like I don't know if I'm gonna cry,
Yeah, putting yourself
right?
in that state where
And it's okay if I cry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Putting yourself
yeah.
out there is what it is.
Yeah,
Putting yourself
I
out there
think so.
And, you know,
But
embracing, because they're going to be so overwhelmed with all the things we were trying to bring back to us, where all the love, all the empathy, the compassion,
Yeah.
all these things that are missing in society is going to be overflowing in there.
But you know, I do think it's important to see the human connection
Yeah.
with it,
For sure.
and that it's actually tangible. Like, you know, like sometimes you know, you can give to charity and whatnot, and you know, maybe you don't know where your charity's going or how it's like, you know, like what it's
Yeah.
going for. You maybe
don't know
never
if
meet
they're
the
using any
people
of it or anything.
Yeah, and so I think in this case, it's good that they, you know, the people that are there kind of see the humanistic part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just all this talk about love, just seeing Maggie in between us like this. This is one
Yeah.
of the coolest things we've done. I'll be very well done as a full-time Maggie camp.
Well, it's
going
only
on.
two of us. Usually there's more,
Yeah.
like, you know, a few more people. on your show.
There it is. He said it. He said the name. See, it should be like Pee-wee's Playhouse in here when you say the secret word. Anytime someone says your show, be like, ding, 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 ding. You know, like Cherry and Terry started
the
losing their
lights,
shit.
something like falls from the ceiling or something.
Yeah, we do have LED lights on this stage that we never use, ever. Oh, because that's why. Of course, they don't work.
Gotcha.
Some of them work. I was looking at them the other day. They don't light up very much, but yeah, okay. Well, we're going to have to work on that. Never mind, I take it back.
Sure.
As we continue with the host of Recovery with Cal, soon to drop season 1, just finished the taping and recording. Gonna make them all pretty, and then we'll start releasing them here, hopefully the next couple of weeks, if we're lucky.
Yeah, I think so. Like
something like that, as long as we can get some writing finally on the.
Yeah, I want to do the final edit.
Yes.
Kind of like
go through it.
The listen, the watch, and
quality control.
Yeah, and then just put it out there, right?
Hell yeah! I'm gonna switch gears on you here.
Sure.
The NHL Stanley Cup.
Oh. Woo! Hey, I had a great playoff run.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I wanted to ask you, where'd you finish?
I think I was 4th, actually.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not
you
bad.
were 2nd.
I did finish 2nd?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because obviously 2nd place gets nothing,
yeah.
which is ridiculous. Like, what do we pay? I was trying to figure out the math on that. I think Johnny Codeboner was the big winner this year, wasn't he? Congratulations to Mr. Codeboner. Pretty sure. He had Florida guys, I think. Was it not him?
That would have been bittersweet because, man, John, like me, are huge Oiler fans.
Yeah.
And to
so
see,
maybe it wasn't him. I wonder who. I should talk to the Wing King, the commish, if you will.
Yeah, talk to the commission.
Yeah, because maybe there was a 2nd place payout. Yeah. I just didn't know about it. Because we paid $50 to get in that Sting draft. I had to sell a bunch of stuff to get in. You know? It was hard. Looking for some sort of return. But the Oilers, man. What are your thoughts on these Oilers that we all love so much?
It was
Evander King got traded. Evander King.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, to Vancouver.
I don't know if if it was because of, well, it's not just because of, but what is it, game 4 where all they did was brawl, and he really wanted to change. He took it upon himself to change the tide and just be overly aggressive and that sort of thing. But I don't. But it just didn't help.
No.
It just was just all right, well, we're not going to win this game.
Yeah, apparently he's from Vancouver, so he's going back home to play for the Canucks. Has been labeled, and properly so, a lot of the time as a not the best locker room guy, not easy to handle, gets used to. Again, sounds like once he got to Edmonton, he straightened out a little bit, but he was a troublemaker for a lot of locker rooms going in. So,
well, I've heard a story from a friend of mine where she works with Edmonton Police.
Oh, okay.
And they had some sort of community thing with the Oilers.
Yeah.
And so a whole bunch of Oilers came to this dinner, and he was the only one that was overly friendly.
Really?
Yeah, that actually would
see perfect example.
Well, I shouldn't say the only one, but the one that she remembers that was actually
happy to be there.
This is a nice guy.
Yeah.
Was thank you for your service you're doing in the community. And
that's what I'm saying. I feel like he really did turn over a new leaf, and he sort of grew into himself and realized I can't be this asshole that I've been for a lot of my career. And I, for one, and I hope a lot of other people are true believers in second chances, and even third chances sometimes if your heart's in the right place, because mistakes happen all the time, whether you control it or not. And it's all about how you react to it, right? And how you can show people how serious you are in changing and making differences. And I just, without second chances, there wouldn't be a lot of good people in at least my life, for sure, including me. So it's important stuff. Yeah,
I think it was a total bummer that the Oilers didn't win for me. Because that's the team I cheer for.
And, not even that, it was the way it happened.
Well, they just didn't score.
Well, that's what I mean, man. Florida is just so much better. Florida might not lose a Stanley Cup in the next 3 or 4 years. I'm telling you, dude. Finals 3 straight times, winning 2 in a row. That's dynasty shit you're talking about. And now apparently Marchand is not going to come back to Boston like everyone was saying. He might end up staying in Florida. There's a lot of Brad Marchand.
Oh, of course he's not going back to Boston.
That was the talk. The talk was, hey, we'll lend you to Florida, go for a run, then we'll get you back here.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's free agent right now. So like wherever he wants to go, he can go basically.
Yeah.
Especially after that playoff.
Man, like that was the best pickup because he just like could sneak around the Oilers so
He's the spark plug, man.
so easily. It was so disappointing. It's really upsetting for me.
As a Bruins fan, it's he's the guy you love to cheer for just because there's so many other people who love to hate him so much.
Well, it's not that I hate him. I think he's a good hockey player, but it's just like he was rolling in that final, and it's just like really crummy for me.
Me too.
It's like, why can't you contain this guy?
Yeah,
like he's
too good.
Like
he's too good.
He's not even that good. He's
hot take alert.
It's like,
whoo.
Well,
show your work,
you
bro.
know what?
Okay, hold on.
He's like comparably to what Perry is, but shorter.
Bro,
and Perry was okay.
Come on. Comparing him to Corey Perry?
Yeah. Like
dude.
Two old dudes.
Like he is old age-wise, yeah. We'll give you age-wise. But Corey Perry.
They're both gritty.
Corey barely had ice time until guys started going
Wow.
down. I know that because I drafted him on my team.
Yeah.
Brad Marchand is the centerpiece of that offense. Oh, got Maggie movement. That's so cute. But
it's like
no.
we got a carpet in front here.
The old Maggie carpet.
Yeah, it's like a dog carpet.
Man, see that hair? Like she is shedding so much. Crazy.
Yeah.
Brushing her nonstop. Yeah. We got lost in her view, hey? Yeah.
Totally.
These puppies, though, it's pretty ridiculous. Oh, we got someone. Is that the T-Dog? Yeah, T-Dog. Sorry. He just rolled up.
Yeah.
1/3 of the, what I call them, the TNP.
The TNP.
TNP for Teagues, Nixie, and Petra.
TNP.
Yeah.
Cool.
Toilet paper sisters.
Yeah, I think Tegan was went to the bookstore.
Did you get any? Oh, what'd you get? Of course.
Oh.
That's the big one.
That's like Tegan always reads those at the lake.
The old lake read.
Lake life is gonna be coming into play here. Long weekend.
Are you
gonna
getting
love it up. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, we always have the Stuart McLean novel sitting
there ready to go.
collecting dust over the year, and then you read it. You read a few short stories, have a laugh at it, put it down.
I love that. Have you watched Not That Kind of Book Club yet? You have, but you know about it. That's it. Every Friday, Les and Ree bring you Not That Kind of Book Club. A lot of fun as we have a book club now. I think it prizes away and
That's
everything.
neat.
Yeah, LB's really taken on a lot of work, including being the producer for that show, as well as Good Sports. New episode dropped earlier this afternoon. Episode 6, Amy Prokop on with Flats. So a lot of cool stuff there. Be sure to check out the latest episode of Good Sports. How's your singing voice? You ready?
Yeah.
He's ready. Tegan, do you want to sing with us? What song is it?
Yeah.
It's not the email one. It's the email one. Yes. Okay, I'm going to get in here if I can find it. There we go. Okay. Time now for another live read. Here we go.
Oh, we got Marbley.
Mobley Orente. It's my dude, and that's who we're talking about right now. Get pre-approved before you shop. You know, Cal, the housing market's heating up, and homes are selling fast. That's a true story. If you're serious about buying, getting pre-approved isn't just smart, bro, it's essential, all right? Remember that. Mobley Rente with TMG The Mortgage Group will help you know exactly how much you can afford so you can make strong, confident offers. He's got access to multiple lenders. He'll secure the best rates and terms for you, making the process simple and most of all stress-free. With every day, the importance of stress-free grows and grows because life can get stressful. As if I have to tell you, right? Yeah. Anyways, don't lose out on your dream home. Get pre-approved today. That is Mobley Orente. Mortgage is made simple. Give him a call. 306-370-5804. Another live read in the books.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
Yeah, I should look into that. I wonder if he does like when your mortgage comes up.
Mortgage renewals, yeah.
Yeah, no, I gotta
He's
do
your
that
guy.
one. Yeah.
Holler at your boy.
Gotta do that for the cottage.
That's right. See? Most advertising doesn't really work, but around here, I promise you it does. as we continue to
Yeah, you
grow
just
as
got
the
me.
voice of Saskatoon. Got another one right there. We also got an email. If you want to get in on this amazing, wild, crazy ride that we started here, it's very simple to do. You just got to send us an email. We even made a song about it. You ready? I'm going to count it in, so it's going to go... Just send an email to... We're not doing it yet. Then I'll count it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll go. There we go. Just send an email to 1, 2, 3, 4. Contact at dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. It's pretty good. I don't know if she caught it over there. Were you trying to pull it already? You can't pull it. I
Yeah.
got to send it.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to pull the email. That's pretty good, Teagues. I'm
like-
pretty proud of you. Yeah, by the way, the Teagues we're talking about is Seahawk's beautiful daughter over here, hanging out with us. We're going to send it right through on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey! You did it! Hell of a pull, kid. Hell of a pull.
Usually I push it.
That's right. Or you're dodging it.
Yeah, that's true.
Taking the face.
This one can spin at you. Watch
This
out.
one gets a little crazy, yeah. The website, soon to be updated. LB, I forgot to tell you, as I was talking to our sweet, beautiful Roylanders who created this thing, I need to send him a list of all the new shows and info to update the website. Just something to throw in the back of your head. I'm not, nothing else. I'm just, so we remember at some point. He said, LB will know exactly what I need. I know. This is what happens when the guy in charge, if you will, doesn't know anything about anything. Everyone else is in charge. I'm just the guy. It's like, oh, that's a you thing. It's like, okay. And then, you know, you end up with all sorts of silly stuff. Anyways, we'll send this one over as well. Check out the website, dufferinave.com. I loved how you said the other day on the 13th Melon, just like the email, minus the contact and the @ sign. I used to say that all the time. I thought it was really funny. You brought it back. It was very cool. On 3, you ready, Seahawk? Let's give it a little tickle, a little wave.
Which way? Am I going this way?
That's right, yes. 1, 2, 3. Kind of like bowling.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn spin on your bowling.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the Wing King for reminding me of that. I was asking him, like, what do you call that spin you get in bowling? It's like Chicago or like Memphis or something. He goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like the spin and the bowling. He goes, oh, Brooklyn? It's like, thank you. Was that so hard?
I
It's an
never
actual
heard of that
saying.
before.
Yeah, it's an actual bowling
You got to
saying.
put a little Brooklyn on it?
A little Brooklyn. You know? You just, it's all about like the hard spin. Very cool. So look it
Yeah,
up.
I can't get
It'll
that
be good. And we also got a Twitch stream that is about to get back in big time to the swing of things. Tomorrow night, Brando and Gary get good at games with guests as we continue our adventure through Final Fantasy VI. Very excited. I think Phenom will be in the house as well. And it's not just us playing Final Fantasy VI, we also voice the character, so it's an artistic performance along with the
cool. I
journey
like that.
through one of the greatest video games of all time. As well, Mondays, we do gaming with Brooksy, which is a lot of fun. And Tuesdays, Brando and Gary get good at games as we have Shining Force 3 on the Sega Saturn. This is going to be awesome. I know you can't, I'm hitting the sound buttons, that's why I'm like, oh, you can't hear it, but the Shining Force 2 joining up theme, but redone by Matt from all the bands. Just a big
Oh,
shred.
yeah, for real.
Up here, super awesome. Check it out, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. That is where you find this one, and I'm going to send this one all the way up. Nothing's going to stop it. You ready? Here I go. Get out of here. Fun with graphics. People do not interact with their graphics enough. It upsets me. So many cool things you can do when stuff's popping up, you know?
Yeah, next time Maggie's in front, I'm going to pet it.
Oh,
Pet her.
pet the Maggie.
Have to really reach, though, I imagine.
Yes, we will. As we continue on the Thursday edition of your show, no Matt Young from CTV today, as he had some actual work duties to attend to. So he didn't make it. He'll be back next week, and we're going to have a lot of fun like we always do with him. So we got a couple minutes left. Seahawks sort of on call right now as we wait. Are we getting close? Are you here to get him out of here?
No rush, Gary.
Okay, well, there is a rush because we just talked about where you guys are going.
Oh, yeah.
The guest of honor. We got to get the guest of honor.
Sports
two-set
on
spot.
tap, but it's at, I think dinner starts at 5:30.
Okay, so yeah,
So, I don't know.
we will get you out of here
And,
right away. Is Mom out there?
The wife and kids are still
Just you?
rolling.
Okay.
They're still coming in from PA.
Yeah, and
It was the last day of school for them.
free at last, free at last.
Yeah, summer breaks happen here.
Wow.
I think Saskatoon kids are still got school.
Today's last day. I'll be
Today's last
saying.
day.
I'll tell you, they were
Sweet.
still in school yesterday when we were at the zoo.
Oh,
They came
for
through hot.
sure.
There was like probably like 5 different schools wandering around there
Yeah.
while we were getting our tour from my main man, Jeff, who gave me this. Have you ever seen an African porcupine quill before?
No. Whoa.
Imagine getting
that
that
is
shot in you.
huge.
Yeah. Very big
That's
quill.
really that's beautiful colors. It's actually the texture of it's super neat.
And now compare that
That's
to
like super stiff.
the porcupine quills we see around here.
Oh my goodness.
A lot different, right?
Yeah, I
Like
wouldn't want to be whapped with that.
Well, the thing is, and I was telling this story earlier, I learned so much at the zoo yesterday. Again, Jeff and everyone over at the Forest Farm, amazing, incredible. They gave us a full tour. We got to go behind the scenes.
Neat.
It was absolutely fantastic. But these guys right here, and they got them in. So Dr. Funkhauser and Associates, check out the Big Tooth on 2nd Ave. Also, the generous donation of the tooth booth, the whole set here. We love them so much over there. Dr. Funkhauser, my dude. They adopted the porcupines and the meerkats.
Oh, neat.
So there's a
Aw,
big sign. And I'm like,
meerkats
that's my
are so
guy
fun.
right there. As we were looking at these guys, and they all
Yeah.
had them fluffed up. And Jeff,
Yeah.
who knows everything about all these animals, including every single name of every animal there, is incredible.
Okay.
And he said, yes, the reason these ones are different, they fluff up, like a peacock almost.
Okay.
So they go up and they go up. And then the reason they go up instead of, shooting back like the ones do here, because all the predators in Africa attack from the top. They jump out of trees, they jump on top of you.
Gotcha.
That's it. So their protection is this, and you jump in and you're getting one. And as you can see, it's very sharp. I want to almost use it as like one of those pens with an inkwell. Is
Yeah.
that right? Inkwell? I think I nailed that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks
Skyrim finally
looks,
paying
looks
off.
like a pen.
Very cool. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, as that's
Neat.
like one of my new favorite cool things. So we do have to get you out.
Yeah. I gotta go.
What's that?
Hey, it's been fun.
Pre-tape? Well, yeah, we're gonna go into it here right away. Prediction.
Oh, yeah,
I thought you said
prediction.
pre-tape. Like, yeah, we're getting to it, bro.
Oh,
we
man.
know. We need
Okay.
a rider game prediction. The old Seahawks stumbled his way into our little friendly competition that we got going on as each rider game.
Yeah.
We are live here watching the game with you. You can interact with LB on the chat stuff. It's a lot of fun. BC Lions, first home game of the year for the Riders. 3-0, undefeated.
Yeah, well, so far I've won that where I've always said the Riders are gonna win,
Yeah.
but I've always been low because they've been like scoring like crazy. Like what was it, like the last game, like 36?
39-32.
39.
And that
Woo!
last game, by the way, whether you love or hate the CFL, that game has everybody talking right now about the CFL. LB
Wow.
loved it, said it's such an exciting game. I said, how can you say that's exciting when every single play had a penalty? Over 200 yards and penalties for the Riders alone. It was insanity. It was garbage football.
Oh well,
And then you say that and
They
everyone gets so
scored
mad.
but they scored so many times.
That's it too. There was exciting points, but it
Yeah.
was sloppy. It was like just like the sloppy Joes used to get.
Well, I wonder if they'll go the opposite way then, like just like really tighten up and then just like not really have a big scoring game, just like.
It's the Riders, and that's exactly how it's gonna go. So you got to go big,
Yeah.
I think.
More points than 39?
I don't know. If you want to win, dog, how much do you believe in this team? You're also back home.
Okay.
Season, you got
I'm
that
gonna-
season opener
You know
juice
what?
going through you.
I'm going to go, they're going to get 28 points.
That's what you did last time, I think.
No, I did 24.
Okay.
So I'm going up.
You did 28 for the Riders, 24 for Toronto last week.
Oh.
So you're going to prediction, hey? And you
I'm
almost
gonna
nailed
go-
it too.
I'm going to go 31 for the Riders.
There he is.
An extra, like, field
Give him
goal.
an extra 3. That's good.
Yeah.
And
And I'll
BC?
go, I'll do like I think it'll be a close game. I'll go, I'll give them 24.
31. The guy knows
I
what he
don't know, I'm
likes.
just
He
trying to
knows
think.
his predictions.
24, like
it.
3 touchdowns and
And field.
a field goal.
That's it. You did it.
Yeah, I think it could happen.
Amazing. Very, very,
Yeah, let's go with that.
very excited for you. Love the picks.
Sweet.
Thank you so much for making it in today. I had so much fun catching up with you and finishing off our shooting portion of season 1 of Recovery
Yeah.
with Cal. Be on the lookout for that very soon. And
Hey, here's I sort of interrupt, man, but just a PA plug.
do it.
World Championship of fastball. No. What's the one? The windmill one? Softball?
Yeah, fast pitch. Fast pitch? Softball.
No, softball.
Not slow pitch. It definitely ain't slow out there.
I think it's
We talked
softball.
about this before because
Yeah.
we talked to Adrian Canadian on
Yeah,
the all the way
yeah,
around table.
exactly. And so I think I should, well, fastball, let's call it fastball.
Yeah, fastball. World Fastball Championships.
Yeah.
Going on in PA. Is that this weekend?
No, it's coming up though in the beginning of June. I think it's
Of July.
I think July
I'm with you.
8th
Yeah.
to the 13th.
Nice.
So
Maybe we can get you to give us some commentary from the
I
field.
would love to go watch.
I feel like it would
I'm
be a
gonna
lot
go
of
to
fun.
do one day. You can get like day passes.
Maybe we'll Zoom you from there.
That'll be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Update. Our Roman
Hey
reporter,
man,
the Seahawk.
you should get your tail up there. Do your own Zoom.
You know, my dad was giving me shit today because I still haven't made it up to the cabin. And I said, Dad, I wish I could, but weekends here are always insane because
tight.
everyone who works for a living only has the weekend to record. And then we got the
Right.
Rider game tomorrow, and there's always
Yeah.
Rider games on the weekends. There's
Gotcha.
Uncle Grandma's story time is always a weekend thing now. So there's all these things, but yes, I need to get away.
Okay, well,
I'm working on it.
I'll fill you in with what's
my guy.
happening up in PA for the
perfect.
ball games.
Dude, I love you so damn much. Thank you for being you and for being here and for making the world a better place.
Hey,
you
man,
are a
you're loved
perfect
too,
example.
dog.
It's so awesome what we're doing here. You're such a big part of it. So just wanted to say thank you to you and the rest of your squad, as you guys are another one of those heartbeats inside this family and this building, and it means a lot.
Is this the pre-tape you're rolling?
Ladies and gentlemen,
dude?
what a way to throw to it. That man right there, that is Douglas. He's also known as Dr. Booty Quiver, and so much more. I can't even begin to explain the adventure you're about to go on with this, so we're just going to throw right to it. Take it away, LB. Thank you again, Seahawk. We got some brothers in the house. Very, very excited for this. You've seen this guy before. We've met this guy before. I keep telling him, man, you have to dress up for these things, and he just comes dressing like this, like all normal. That's how he goes out. It's so crazy. Who are you guys? Talk to me. What's going on here?
Well, I'm Douglas Evans. Like you said, I've been here before. And
Hell
this
yeah.
is my brother, Dylan Evans.
Dylan!
Howdy, y'all. Yeah, I'm Dylan. We finally thought, hey, let's get the brothers in on this show. Let's party. Yeah.
It's called Your Show for a reason.
There you go.
Anytime anyone ever says, oh, I love like the Gary Nichols show, or I love the show, I always get so pissed off. It's not my show, man. I'm not here for me.
It's your show. That's a great.
Your show. And
It's a
that's
perfect name.
That's what we called on the radio back in the day, and I always loved that because it took the spotlight off. And so
There you
to
go.
continue doing that, it feels really, really good because we put spotlight on people that are doing really cool shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's why I love stuff like this so, so much. So the great Curtis Anderson, you see him here every Wednesday on the All the Way Around table, as well as the co-host of the OK Bloomer podcast with our buddy Sal Ricardo. And he's the one that got you in here. He's like, man, you got to get
did.
Douglas in. This guy's fucking
Curtis. And I was like, if Curtis said it, then it's good.
That's right. That's it.
Let's go.
He's been like the front man for this whole place. He brings everybody in. He just knows
Really?
the type of people that are going to click around. You know what I mean? Because we have
Facts.
two rules. No dicks, no assholes, and no politics, no religion. That's
Right
it.
on.
You do that, and you have a happy, happy family. And he gets that. So he brings everyone in
Absolutely.
with that in mind. So he got me
That's fun.
you, and then he's like, man, you got to get Dylan in, bro. Dylan's the best.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
He
like,
is
dude, all
so
right,
talented.
let's set it up.
That Dylan.
And
He's
I
so
knew
talented.
because if you ever watch the OK Bloomer, new episode every Saturday here on the network, there's a hell of a theme song, man, an intro song that you guys did. And
Yeah.
like you crushed that.
Thank
I
you,
love
yeah.
it so much. I wanted to ask you the process of that because like it comes in with the normal opening theme
Right.
for Blossom that everyone knows and loves and we grew up with, and then it's like
Wicked,
just
wicked.
jokes, yeah, and then boom, gets you a cross chop to the face and says, "This is what's up."
I just listened to that theme song over and over again, and I chopped it up and was trying to like, how can I make this sort of like, because he wanted it like hip hop. He
Yeah.
said he wanted that,
What's that?
so I was kind of
Yeah.
like, okay, this is what the kids are liking, and
This is what
I
they're
think I
doing.
just grabbed that one part and just played with it till it looped
And it
in a fun way, and then
Yeah.
added some fat drums and
Dude,
Yeah.
those eureka moments, hey?
Yeah.
Like I was talking earlier with you guys about the Death Star here, the recording booth we have inside the Tooth booth. Shout out to Dr. Funkhauser and Associates. A big tooth on 2nd Ave made a huge donation to make all this happen, and we're always,
Oh, nice.
always appreciative of
Amazing.
that. That's why we got these sweet signs up here.
I recognize the
Very
iconic
cool.
tooth.
That is an
Yeah.
iconic tooth.
And I was telling you guys about how we've done some recording there with Von Trask from 11 Turbo and my main man,
cool.
The Abyss. And we got this beat maker. Like when this whole thing was starting, I said, dude, what's it going to take to get you back in the recording? You're my favorite rapper of all time. I need you to start rapping again.
Whoa.
And he jokingly says, okay, get me this. And it's just like, super expensive, like beat maker. I'm like, okay, ordered it. Like, what else? And he's like, what do you mean, what else? Like, what else do you need? He's like, well, I guess we need like monitors. Like, okay, find some. And he finds me one white one and one black one. And he is a black man, proud.
Right
And I
on.
love him so much. He goes, this will be me and you, man. We can be represented through the monitors. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Now you're getting it.
It's a reflection of ourselves.
That's it. And so once he realized this was serious and this wasn't just something that we were going to like just throw around, he was all in. And he started working on that beat maker. And then one night he came over and he says, dude, you got to check this out. So he plays me this hook from this old song from like the 70s that he was listening to growing up that his parents would always play.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I love this song. And he's like, so I isolate this spot. And then I do this. And then he goes on for like 10 minutes, showing me all the different things that he does. And I'm like, where is this going, dude? And then he goes, then eventually I found this. And he hit it. And it's one of the sexiest beats I've ever heard.
Oh, nice.
It was incredible. And he turned it into a song, and he showed me the whole process of it. And I gained this whole new appreciation of creating music in that way.
Yeah.
And then
heck yeah.
and that's why I asked about the process, because so
Right.
much goes into it that you don't really
Yeah,
know about until you
absolutely.
find that.
And there's so many different ways you can go about making a
Yes.
beat too. So it's really
Yeah.
interesting to see each artist different ways that they do it and
So
different equipment they use or what have you.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy because I'm like I love hip hop. Grew up with the hip hop and the rap, and I'm like a punk rock or like a '90s punk rock guy. Like
Oh,
every
yeah.
Tuesday we do a show called the All the Danks Podcast. It's all about like '90s punk rock and like '90s
So cool.
fashion and all like the cool shit that we grew up with.
Sweet.
But like I also love metal and like all these things, and all the processes of creating music are so different, but they all relate in some way down the line. I just think that's so cool to just acknowledge that and be like, this is what it's all about, creating shit. Like that's
Yeah.
why we started this place, so people can chase dreams and create really cool shit.
Absolutely. That's what it's
So,
all about.
That's it.
Speaking of which, I have
Thank you.
another
I was hoping you were gonna get the segue. Here we go.
I have another gift for you
Oh,
here.
every time.
And it's old now. It's like a year old, but Juggless, the current Beyonce. This is not, I don't want to bring your hopes up. It's not a real vinyl, but it's the case and it's got the artwork, which is me as Beyonce. It's specifically spoofing the Lemonade video, if you remember that from years ago, where she's like hitting
Which is
cars.
not the current Beyonce.
But that's why that's again.
It's even better.
That's why it's funny.
But yeah.
I'm looking at the back, man. That's why I'm laughing. I didn't hear anything.
Can
you
you
said.
show that on air?
I think we can.
Okay.
So I actually have a couple shirts that nip slip all the time here, so I think this is okay. But look at that.
That was in the heat of the moment of the photo shoot. Dylan took those photos.
Of course. Like intimate between brothers. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
But like the names. Like we got Dr. Booty Quiver right there. Okay,
Oh,
Tales from
man.
the Booty Patch.
Some of the titles on this are
I thought that was epic.
yeah.
Like I tell everybody about Manchovy. I'm like, Manchovy's the coolest shit I've ever seen.
hell yeah.
Like, and then to have a story about it. But the names on here, man.
Are we even allowed to say some of them?
Well, yeah, sure we are. Okay, so the lead into this adventure is called Two Samurai Swords, and then in parentheses, but one's my dick.
There's a video for that one.
Of course there is.
On
Of
YouTube.
course there is.
If you look up Dr. Booty Quiver or Juggless and then Two Samurai Swords, but one's my dick, you'll find it. And
It's
basically
insane.
someone gave me a beat called Two Samurai Swords, and I was like, I kind of liked that name, and I didn't know what else to call the song, so I just wrote it around that, and it was like, let's make this funny. How do you do that? Add in a dick.
That's it. Same with anything, man. It's always funnier when you throw in a wiener.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
and then the one after that followed by the most wholesome song after probably the
That's it.
dirtiest one, A Beautiful Waterfall Casting a Rainbow. That was one where on a Twitch streamer friend, they had a machine give prompts, and all these different musicians were supposed to make their songs based on the prompt they were given, and mine was A Beautiful Waterfall Casting a Rainbow. And that's what the song is about. Oh,
Beautiful. But
Yeah.
that's the range, right? That's the beauty of this
that's
shit.
right. I
So
just
good.
write about what I like and what's fun, and or in that case, what was prompted to me by a computer.
Speaking of, track 4 on here.
Oh, bleach my asshole and buy me a casserole.
That's
Now,
the best.
Featuring MC Papa Woody.
I mean, it's full of banger. The Bowling for Booty song
Bowling
and Magic
for-
Baby.
Bowling
This is
for
what I'm
Magic
talking about.
It's
Baby.
full of hits.
You like the juice.
Taffy with
Taffy with your granny. That's about.
I can't even remember
That's
them all.
about making taffy with your best friend's grandma.
Of course.
And it
You know.
and it gradually gets more romantic as it goes on.
Like, I don't know if we can catch that, but that's incredible. Like that's what I'm talking.
Check it out on Bandcamp, right?
Yeah, it's on Bandcamp and Spotify, all
Spotify.
major streaming services.
Oh,
It's true.
this
It's
is
been out for a
amazing.
bit. But yeah, Juggless has another show coming up in Belle Plaine, Saskatchewan, a very
Hell yeah.
small village of 85 population, 19 minutes away from Moose Jaw. That's on July 4th. If anyone wants to come to Chubby's Bar in Belle Plaine,
The
come on down.
perfect place to sing about your two samurai swords.
Yeah, that's
Chubby.
right.
That's
And
what
it's
I'm
a
saying.
part of the sidewalk sale days in Moose Jaw.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful. And every time you come, this is going to just turn into all your personalities.
That's the
are gonna
goal.
be
Is just
supported here. I'm
just
gonna put this up.
fill up the desk, put it up. Hey, it's perfect.
Amazing.
Wow.
They're gonna take
I'm
out
honored.
the
Devil on your
That's it.
shoulder.
I'm honored.
That's wild. All right, Dylan, let's get into you a little bit. Tell us what's going on in your life, man.
Okay, well, I have a band called Fancy Diamonds that
Nice.
plays a little bit. We just put out a song called
Woo!
Shrimp Night,
The names don't stop.
So
which
good.
is
So good.
it's on Spotify, Bandcamp, all that stuff. I'm working on the music video right now.
I'm in the video. I'm so
course you
excited.
are.
I'm so
Of course.
excited.
When am I getting in a video?
Oh, soon.
It's not.
Let me know, guys.
We can
I'm ready.
Next time I make a video, you
Green
get a
screen?
call.
I love it. Yeah, we got everything. man.
Put you in. You got a shrimp costume?
Not yet.
Is it just add it to the order list?
That's it.
Yeah, I heard
I
that.
just get a picture of my little guy and then just make a shoot out of that.
Oh yeah,
Tiny little shrimp.
dick pics.
Little. Not like that. That's an intimidating, badass shrimp right there.
Right? Yeah.
He
This
looks
is
like he's gonna fuck some shit up.
this is a GMO shrimp.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And our
our
dad,
dad, Hugh Evans,
who drew
this.
the
Here we go.
booty patch album cover as well.
It's amazing.
It's all intertwined in
a
our
family
cinematic
thing, right?
universe.
When Dylan and I ever need graphics, we usually go to our dad. Because
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
Dude,
He's been in Mad Magazine.
He's been in Mad
you can
Magazine.
tell.
He's
You can
got his
tell all this
own-
shit.
He was a regular in Cracked magazine, and he had a
those
piece
growing
in
up,
Weekly World News way back
Dude,
when.
we used to camp out at our cabin at Pike Lake. We'd set up the tent in the yard, and we'd read Mad magazines and Crack magazines all night. That's what we do.
Yeah, nice.
So like I
It's
feel
so
that when you
fun.
say it, and you can see it. Like the Man
Yeah.
Show, he looks like he's pulled right out. Of
Yeah,
magazine.
exactly.
Totally.
And it's sort of like the EC comic style too.
Yeah.
And Mad was originally from that era as well.
That's awesome. man.
Exactly.
Like how the hell did you guys turn into this? Like what was the upbringing like? You must have been amazing, dude, right?
Well, our mom is like very like sweet and serious, and our
course.
dad is very like silly.
Well, Mad and Crack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it adds up.
Yeah.
So that goes into it for sure.
They
We
were-
get our sense of humor from him and our sense of heart from our
That's it.
mom. I feel like.
That's a good way to
And
put
that's like if you're going to embark on a journey like this where you're creating this incredible content that it's serious, but it's not the most serious thing in the world, and you have to take it serious as well.
No.
Like you laugh at yourself while you're doing it.
That's
and
right.
That's how you have to go forward because this world is so toxic now. Everyone wants to destroy everything all the time, and you can't destroy
Yeah.
this because it's like, yeah, we know we're having fun.
Yeah,
know?
sometimes you just gotta sing about spaghetti and let your hair down and not worry too much about
And
what
then
people
throw all the spaghetti out at the end of the night. I was so pissed off at that.
That because Curtis had it out the whole time. I
I
know.
wouldn't care. I would have. That's my favorite food. Dude.
I'll
I
see-
love spaghetti.
I'll see him today. I'll get mad at him again for that.
Good. You yell at him big time. Anything else going on that we want to get out there for everyone?
Dylan, do you have anything coming up?
Sorry to put you on the
shit.
spot here.
Well, I'm playing with another band called Dump Babes. I play
Nice.
guitar. We're playing Jazz Fest right away.
Oh yeah.
And
There we go.
there was another one maybe? No, I think that's the gig right now.
Mostly getting prepared for the world tour.
Yeah, the world
Oh,
tour,
yeah,
Saskatchewan, Alberta, in August. So
Blew
that
my mind. He sat here and
The-
named off not just every date, but every venue and every supporting act
that we
off the
had.
top of his head.
Well, he books everything himself.
it's nuts. But
yeah.
even like to not have a list or anything, just off the top. of his head,
There was a
crazy.
couple
That is
moments where I
crazy.
almost didn't remember
nuts.
it, but then I rambled a little bit, and then I was like, okay, now I remember that part. I can say
We call
that
that
part.
dancing. I dance around here all
Yeah.
the time. I'm always dancing in my
Exactly.
head, thinking the next thing to say.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how you get through the day.
But yeah, in August, Booty Quiver. If you live in Alberta, Saskatchewan, we could be
Coming for
coming
ya.
to a town near you. Look at Dr. Booty Quiver Instagram. I have all the tour dates there if you want to check it out. All right. So we don't have to list them all right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So again, that was like a one-time thing. I still don't know how you did that.
Exactly.
That was incredible.
He's a rapper. That's what he
I guess that's-
memorizes these lines.
It's important.
It's in
Dates.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, one more for you I just thought of this. I told the story the other day. We were talking about circle pits on every Tuesday, All That Angst podcast with Uncle Mike and Matt from all the bands, including Time to Demise, Into Eternity, and Raven Wedge.
Cool.
We were talking about Warp Tour, and I was telling the story about how Pennywise was playing a song called Fuck Authority. Amazing, so good. And this guy climbed up to the top of this like 40-foot tower that had all the speakers on it. And security started going up at him, and everyone's feeling like, yeah, F security. The song's like powered, and then eventually this guy like jumps off the top, and everyone moves. It was a horrible thing.
Oof.
And I said, but on the other side of all that, you guys know Cool Keith at all?
Oh, yeah.
Black Elvis?
He was here not long ago.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The guy's a legend, okay?
Yeah.
Dr. Octagon. Like, he has these different personas. And he was playing a Warp Tour. So you got, like, Rancid going, you got Pennywise, you got all these like, punk bands, and then all of a sudden Cool Keith comes in. And all
awesome.
these punkers are like, what the F is this? And
Oh, really?
he comes out as Cool Keith, and he starts, like, on stage turning into, like, oh, no, I'm turning into Dr. Octagon, and people are throwing rocks at him.
Oh, no.
And he's getting hit by rocks.
Oh no.
And he didn't break character, and he went through like 3 of his personas on stage, and
Holy
by
shit.
the end of it, he won the crowd over.
Wow.
It was like the first hip hop act to come in there and actually, have people go from throwing rocks to like getting down with his shit.
That's so cool.
And it was so cool to me. Have you ever done that on stage? Have you ever done like the switch up?
I'm trying to think that it's been like that. I've never had that hostile of a crowd to begin with, so I guess I'm.
Yeah, well, I'm
thankful
not
for
asking
that.
if you were getting rocks thrown at you, or anything, but you know what I mean? Like, have you ever gone up and be like, you know what? I'm going to throw a little jugless in this booty quiver set.
Oh, I do. Not exactly, but I do have some songs with Dr. Booty Quiver where I have one called Boogie Down where I freestyle rap a little
There
bit
it
in that
is.
one. So there's
So
a
it
little
shines through
bit.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. And right now I'm Dr. Booty
Flexing,
Jugless
yeah.
right now.
Dr.
Because
Booty
wait,
Jugless, there
because
we
I
go.
thought we'd talk about both. So I'm wearing
Yes.
this is Jugless and this is Booty, and together I'm Dr. Booty Jugless.
Another persona.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
You get it.
Well, maybe down the road that might be something, because I'm looking to throw a show here. I want to have, like we were just at the 25th anniversary, Blood, Shred, and Beers at the Black Cat,
Sick.
celebrating a Time of Demise, and this Chaos was there. It was awesome. And Raven Wedge.
Wow.
And I was at the Black Cat, and as I was there, I was sort of taking mental notes of how we could set up a show, because I want to start doing like a Dufferin Ave
Oh,
Media
yeah.
Network presents series type of thing. Like every 3 months or so, rent out the Black Cat, and then bring in like 3 bands that we just love that are part of this family here. And then in between sets, we'd have like a Super Nintendo Mario Kart tournament, and
Oh,
have like
wow.
a hockey shootout in the
That
corner.
sounds so fun.
And yeah, because Time of Demise did it at like way back at like rock bottom, I think, or what, like Wash and Slosh, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call it.
Rock the bottom,
And
whatever.
it was fucking awesome. So I'm like, I want to bring that back. So I'm looking to do something like that in like September or October. And I think like
Yeah.
you guys would be pretty damn good for something like that. Too.
Yeah.
So I just want you to know you're on the list of people that I want to
Cool.
bring in once we get that up and running.
Heck yeah.
That's a great idea.
Sounds great. I love it.
Just promote all, because we have musicians come through it all the time.
Yeah.
Like so many bands, and it's like, how do we promote these guys?
That's becoming more of a thing too, where the podcast sort of
Yeah, mix in with it.
facilitates the show, and it kind of combines the audiences a little bit.
Yeah.
It
You
can
get
be
to
really
know the
cool.
hosts from like the shows you like.
It's
while
like
you're
a
being entertained by
crossover.
all these, yeah. So
Mhm.
that's something we're working on, and hopefully we will get to that point soon. I'm just really excited for it. I think you guys are another perfect example of why we should be doing it.
Well, I appreciate
Just wanna
that,
let you know.
Gary. Thank you.
Dude, Dylan, great to finally
Hey,
meet you. I've
great
seen
to
you-
meet
I've
you
seen you work
too.
your magic with the mobile cam. I
Yeah,
skipped down.
Right, yeah.
I never got to actually meet you, so that's great. I always see you, and I always fucking love seeing
I
you, man.
appreciate
You're
you.
amazing.
I appreciate that.
And I appreciate all you guys do, and keep coming back in and keep letting people know what's going on, because we love promoting you guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Gary.
Amazing. So there you go. Those are my guys, Dylan and Douglas. 2 of the best in the game, man. Check out Dr. Booty Quiver. Tales from the Booty Patch. Look at that right there. Available now with such hits as Boogie Down, Cougars, Cucumber Number, Manchovy, Bag of Wine, and one of my personal favorites, Booty Sweatin' and Sucking on the Teat of the Weed Machine. Dr. Booty Quiver. Shout out to Dad again. Dad did that, man. How cool is that? We used to draw for a Mad and Cracked magazine. Come on, dude. Amazing stuff. All right, it is time to get Frankie ready to roll here, as we got so much to get to still. This last week has been an absolute blur. Makes me want to go, what's that song? Woohoo! Remember that Blur? Song 2 it's called. And I've noticed since I've been off the radio, my knowledge of songs has really fallen out like that. Anyway, I know Blur has song 2. That's the only song anyone knows by Blur, so how about that? Huge thank you to the Seahawk, my special dude. I love him so much. And to get him in here is such a pleasure, and he's so good. And his beautiful daughter, Tegan, and the whole team, man. Nixie, Petra, Laura, mom and dad, like everybody. If you know the Oliver family, you know how freaking awesome they are. So sweet. The Dragon. Shout out to the Dragon, stepping up as he continues to do everything before he leaves for a couple months. And he's doing such a great job. And again, he did more stuff today as we continue to try to get everything done before he leaves. To LB, stepping up. He's got to roll right after this. We still got stuff to do. I got to do stuff here while he rolls. But thank you for getting us on the air and building this place and doing all the cool stuff that you do, my friend. And to, my guys, Dylan and Douglas. So sweet. Tomorrow, Friday Fun Table in the house. No Hardcora. She had to let me know that she won't be making it in, which is sad. But apparently, as long as he's still alive, we'll have Uncle Brando in the house. And possibly Network Ryan at some point. And maybe some other guests as we're going to still try to get that fun table going before we record new CCO, as it'll be the first episode since MagicCon in Vegas. So it's going to be a lot of good stories there. And then tomorrow night around 7:30, Brando and Gary Get Good at Games with Guests as Phenom will be back as we voice the characters of Final Fantasy VI. And then tomorrow, the 4th episode of the 13th Melon, getting you ready for the big Rider game. First home game of the year, 3-0, taking on the BC Lions. We'll be on the air at 4:30, kickoff at 5. And as always, looking very, very forward to that Bugsy's game day feast. I don't even care about the football, man. I'm excited to see what kind of wings we get going as we're so close to doing a big event with our friends at Bugsy's. And so many good people, man. So full of love and appreciation and gratefulness. So thank you, as always, and especially to you. All right, you're amazing. I love you. Remember, karma is very, very real. All right, do good things. They'll start happening to you. Take care.